Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to the Blue Archive video. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware by now there's plenty of posts on Reddit, on Twitter, talking about Dynamis1 intentionally screwing Blue Archive. Now, hopefully in this video I'll be able to give my perspective on it with all of this evidence coming out recently, and it is definitely disheartening to see Blue Archive being, I would say, negatively affected. And as a consumer and an active avid player that constantly plays the game, you can definitely see some crumbs here and there, and definitely that's going to be something that I definitely want to point out in this video as well. So this particular post, you can see Dynamis1 intentionally screwed Blue Archive as a result of the search seizure of the Korean prosecutors. It was revealed that while members of Dynamis1 were working on Blue Archive development team, they established a specific plan to discredit Blue Archive in order to succeed in their project, which is the Project KV. Alright, if you guys are not aware, that's pretty much what it is. But recently, Dynamis1 were being raided by the police because Nexon did, file charges on them. In the process, they took away valuable work from passionate Blue Archive developers, and artists biasly allocated that work only to those who wanted to follow them. This is going to be one of the most recent posts as well. It sucks that this happens, and if you look through right now, this is going to be where the incident that you'll see a lot of people are going to point towards, and that's going to be the drawing or the basically design of Chi Pao Marina and Chi Pao Tomoe, I guess, to a certain extent, which I thought this is going to be something that's very interesting. Now for me, Chi Pao Marina, she looks fine. I thought like her design was okay, but after being pointed out that her design is definitely very mild or a little bit worse compared to most other characters, I can see that throughout in the art a little bit here and there. But as for Chi Pao Tomoe, much more on the standard quality, right? But definitely this is something that you might notice here and there with some certain students, some certain characters. It's going to happen, but I feel like with all of these things, right, it is going to hard to basically observe. Like certain things, for example, like the music, well, those affected as well, right? Was the music of lesser quality? Because all of these things definitely is going to affect the end product as a whole. However, one thing that I can say for certain is the story. I actually do like the lore and background of everything that's happening in terms of the visit from the Red Winter students to Shanhaijing in the recent event. So that part at least was still pretty good. If you did read the story, what do you guys think, right? Because for me, I would say the story 8 or 9 out of 10, right? It's definitely one of the better stories for sure for an event story. Cherino surprises me in that particular one, so that's credits where credits are due. I do think that at least that part didn't feel that bad. Even though Project KV had no connection to BA, except for the fact that former developers on Blue Archive were involved, Dynamis1 rather intentionally employed settings, visuals, marketing strategy, and contractors similar to Blue Archive, as if they were trying to exploit the popularity of the game. I don't think there's anything wrong to do that, right? The way they do it is the problem, I think. Like if you want to copy like a game style or visual and stuff, like a lot of other games do that, right? Like you can see that across different MOBAs and stuff, or FPS depending, right? As such, there was a huge backlash from the Blue Archive fandom against Project KV and Dynamis1. I was supporting the new adventure after the departure. Okay. With mostly negative public sentiment, more allegations continued to spread, including rumors related to issues that the Dynamis1 developers caused during their departure. Disorderly management of official SNS accounts and localization issues, suspicion of sabotaging creative works during the development and Nexon games, and Doujin Circle registration to comic market in Japan despite its corporate affiliation. Oh yeah, that one I thought was kind of crazy. After the launch of controversy, Project KV was abandoned within a week. Wow, within a week they were abandoned. MX Blade, the alleged leaked materials from a classified project in MX Studio. Initially, I don't know what's the original title going to be, but yeah, this is something that Nexon has been working on apparently, right? The materials suspected to be leaked by the fewer members of Dynamis1 are related to MX Blade, an undisclosed Nexon Games project under the R&D phase around 2021. At that time, few selected development leads from MX Studio were involved in the project. These individuals founded Dynamis1 in 2024 after leaving the studio. and evidence of leaking critical materials and using said materials to create their own games was discovered. Thus, both Nexon Korea and Nexon Games examined the evidences of unlawful transfer of data by founding members of Dynamis One from various angles and requested a criminal investigation by the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency Industrial Technology Security Investigation Team. Holy, that's such a long name. SMPAITSIT, an organization that specializes in protecting industrial technologies and national secrets. That's fair. During the investigation, Nexon Korea and Nexon Games confirmed that the key individuals of the project were planning to form a new corporate body before their departure from the studio, and they conspired to utilize critical assets of MX Blade to develop a game for that corporate body. Additionally, more evidence that the interested persons of Dynamis One created specific plots to harm the future of Blue Archive development and surveys, and violated professional negligence provisions and employment policies was found. Should the allegations of leaking undisclosed projects of or harming a game in active service be acknowledged, it is very likely that Dynamis One will face criminal punishment under the Unfair Competition Prevention and Trade Secret Protection Act. I wonder what's the punishment, right? That's going to be very, very interesting. The possibility of subsequent civil litigation demanding compensation for damages cannot be ruled out. If Dynamis One used the development materials such as documents created during the design of MX Blade and Nexon Games as references, it is more likely that Dynamis One will be found guilty. It's so easy to know, right? If they copy one-to-one, obviously, yeah, that they are going to get sued for sure. We take the gravity of this situation extremely seriously. Both companies stated we are offering extensive cooperation to related agencies to a thorough investigation. As a corporation, we also plan to strengthen institutional countermeasures against this kind of event and focus on information security as well. We will hold Dynamis One accountable for disrupting the creative wheel of Nexon game staff who are working tirelessly to create stellar games. Stellar. It is a heinous crime that undermines the foundation of the game development environment, mutual trust, and we will continue to push forward. Okay, Nexon is winning. Nexon is gonna be winning, right? Imagine trying to make your own game from your old company concept story. That's what it is, right? Even in game development controversy, Koreans really like to compete to take things to the next level. I was skeptical of Dynamis One guys intentionally sabotaging Blue Archive. Because come on, that just sounds like such a kindergarten level villain, but I guess it actually happened? Question mark? Yeah. There's one thing I'm still not sure about, namely them being responsible for how long it took for Volume 1 Chapter 3 to finish. It started with the Blue Archive anime in early spring and culminated in Fest, with Kuroko and Hoshino being the new characters. Had the Volume 1 release not been delayed, what then? What we have just gotten the story earlier, with those two being Fest students anyway. Mindset was already pretty early, way before the story conclude. But yeah, it is very complex, right? Is Project KV a Kivoto's variant? No, nobody knows, right? I doubt that's what it meant. It probably doesn't mean anything actually, because it's just like a direct translation kind of thing, right? So yeah, hopefully now that Nexon is not going to get any more interference from insiders, you know, trying to like sabotage the game. Hopefully we'll be able to see a better product, a better Blue Archive in the foreseeable future. For now, we are all aware that they're trying to shorten the gap between JP and Global, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we'll be able to catch up with everything later on. And I hope that Nexon delivers. Hope that the Blue Archive team will be able to, you know, maintain and give their best for the game's future. With that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think overall of this particular Project KV drama incident. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.